Okay, so the card is now dry. You can see how it's dried. Some of the Christmas balls are, haven't spread because they were not on the wet background, and some of them have. So this gives like a really nice effect when it, you can see it all together. The dry ones with the ones that were on the wet background, it looks really, really cute. And now I just like to add some final details. I do this with my King Art acrylic gold. Don't forget that you do get 10% off all these supplies. You just have to use my code ArtByBianca at checkout on kingartcode.com. And I'm also grabbing this small brush, premium original gold size 4 round stroke brush to create my star and any little details that I'll decide, if I want to add or not once I get painting. That's usually how I work. I don't always have a plan beforehand. I usually like to plan and kind of figure out what I'm doing as I go. So we're gonna start off with the little star. I've just grabbed a little bit of that acrylic gold, and this is acrylic, by the way, this is not watercolor, onto my brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and paint a little star. So I usually start with the outline like this, kind of as though I were coloring or drawing with a pencil, just to get the shape. And once I've got it, I will just go ahead and fill that in. Okay, and you can see this gold is super pretty. It's like very, very shiny, and I love to use this. A lot of people like to keep watercolors with watercolors, but in this case, this gold is just so gorgeous. You could see it in the tube, it's super shiny. So I like to use this for my details, even with my watercolor paintings. Okay, I think I'm going to add a garland. I think that's what it's called. I'm more, I'm used to speaking French. I'm from Montreal, and I did go to French school. So in French, we would call this guirlande for those who are French watching this video now. I'm pretty sure it's garland, but if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. That's why they're there. Not just so you could correct me, you could also say nice things about this tutorial. If you like it, if it helps you, please let me know if you have questions, if there's something you'd like to see in the future. I'd also love to hear from you. So here's how I paint it, and you can see just how shiny this paint is. So I do this zigzag motion going back and forth until I reach the bottom of the Christmas tree. There's no rule as to, how tight you want to make it or how loose. You can spread it out as much as you want. Like you could just have 4 strands. It's totally up to you. I like to keep a distance that's approximately, I'd say, maybe a little less than an inch. And then you could see I go pretty thick with the paint because I like when it's really shimmery. So to get it to be very shiny, I like to use a lot of that acrylic. And I also really like the texture that it gives my painting. I find it looks just like high quality, kind of like it's coming from a store. So this gold really makes it, in my opinion. And you can see I'm just kind of dabbing with my brush. And I go back and forth. When I feel like I need a little more gold, I will just simply go back into the areas that I feel need this detail and just add it. Okay, it's starting to look really good. I'm just gonna finish up by adding my last one. Okay, I might fix this a little bit. I don't like to mess around too much because when I do, I find I ruin things. So I'm just gonna leave it. You know what? I think I'm gonna stop here. I'm happy with the result. It's super cute. So I hope you love this tutorial as much as I loved showing you how to paint this. I hope that you watch this just in time for the holidays so you can create a beautiful card. I mean, look how gorgeous this literally looks, like it came from a Hallmark store or just like a really nice craft shop. And you know what? When you're creating it at home, it's free, except for the supplies, of course. But look how nice this is. Imagine gifting this to someone in your family and telling them that you made this. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you do like the supplies that I used today, don't forget the discounts, 10% off brushes and 15% off the paints and paper. And this goes with all of the supplies on the website. So the code works for literally everything. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me. My email is biancarosendesign@gmail.com. You can email me there for any questions, concerns, or anything at all. If you want info on my Zoom classes, because I teach those weekly, you can also let me know. Hold on, I'm just gonna go get some of the classes that I've done in the past just to give you an example of some of the things that we've painted. All right, so for example, here's something that we just painted in one of my Zoom classes. I'm being careful, I don't want to put it on top of that gold. Here's another class that I have as a recorded class, and maybe I could zoom out a little. Oh, there we go, much better. So now we've got some more room so we can showcase some things. So the cards I'm showing you here, these ones, I've got a full recorded class on this in particular. If you like what you see, feel free to send me a message. And yeah, all of these are available. They are for purchase, so they are not included on my YouTube. But highly recommend them. They're super detailed classes, even more detailed than what I explained today. And I go through each step. I explain all the brush strokes and how to create these designs. And the classes are approximately an hour to an hour and 20 minutes long. And yeah, so the recordings are yours to keep for life, so you can watch them forever and ever. Here's a really cute ornament card class that I did last year that I also have available. So if there's anything here that you like, just send me an email, let me know what you liked, and I'll let you know all the details. Here was a class we just did. This was my first Christmas class of 2022. And here you go. This is what we painted in class. So you can see they look pretty similar. And that's it. I've got so many more classes. If you want to see anything else, please email me, and I look forward to painting with you again. Thank you so much for watching.